biggest question we will answer today, folks, is will the candy cane melt down into paint? Let's find out, shall we? Hey guys, so welcome once again to Weekly Art Inspirations. Today we will be trying to see if we can paint with a candy cane. Now I know that sounds crazy, but just wait and see. I think we're gonna be able to do this, but to start it off, I'm probably gonna have to be filming this video actually painting with it a few days from now. I'm going to try put this in water and see if we can get a somewhat pink pigment from the dye that is in the candy cane. And we're gonna save a little bit of the candy cane for some other things we're gonna be doing with it later in the video. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you enjoy. Make sure to hit that little like button below. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of another weekly art inspirations of the whole month long of doing crazy things with all kinds of stuff and painting with all kinds of different stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and let's get started. Okay guys, a project for a upcoming video, or that's already happened, was just there. Whoops. So what I've done is I just got a really warm glass of little water right here. I'm going to, it's already been broken. I on accident dropped this sucker like 10 seconds ago. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it again, if I can. Oh yes. Sprays everywhere. Oh, shoot. So I'm just gonna really quickly, trying to decide what I want to smash this with. Okay, for being, there we go, okay. So I'm just gonna chuck that in there. And we're also gonna chuck all of these little extra pieces into it. We're gonna see if we can get any dye out of it. I honestly don't know if this will do anything or if it will just stay normal. It does already look like I've got some dye going on in there. So, oh yeah, it will. Oh, it will. Yes. Okay, guys. So I'm going to let this steep for a few minutes. I think I'll try and add some more to it. I just need to break down a few pieces of the candy cane, and I'm actually keeping some of it. I will be using a good portion of it for the actual art piece, and so we're gonna really quickly just put all of this in there, and I'm going to let this steep down and see if we can get a pretty semi-vibrant color from it, and we'll see what happens, guys. But so far it's looking pretty good. Ooh, stay tuned, guys. Let's see what happens next. Okay guys, so here is this absolute mess of candy cane. I am going to be keeping this to be using it for the art. So I'm going to put it in my little cup that I have extra right here. And then as well, look at that color, guys. We actually might be able to do a piece that has coloring on it. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna let this steep for probably about 10 or 15 more minutes to see if I can get it any darker. And then I'm going to start painting and creating, I'm hoping to make a fairy somewhat similar to that of Tony Lizzie from his awesome new book that he has called The Broken Ornament. If you haven't checked it out, he is my absolute biggest inspiration in art and writing. If you don't know about it, I will actually have a link down below so you can check out his book. But with that said, let's take a minute and then let's get started. Okay, I've let it sit for a minute, so with that said, I'm going to start sketching, but I wanted to just show really quickly, this is The Broken Ornament by Tony Lizzie. I have absolutely no affiliation. I love his work, and so I'm just super inspired by it. For those, I know that I think at some point someone asked me what was one of my big inspirations. He is one of my huge inspirations. This is Tinsel the Fairy in the story. I won't really give away too much about it, but I love her design, and so I'm going to use her as kind of inspiration for my fairy that I'm going to be creating. But I just wanted to let you guys see that before we get started. So what I wanted to do here is I really tried to make her, I don't know, just I wanted shorter hair a little bit with not as much curl, and then I did on her head that she's wearing like the top of an ornament so it can hang, like she could almost, like if someone was to jokingly put her up on the tree, she could hang from it. And I also wanted to make sure that there was some candy cane elements. Of course, as we're painting with candy cane, it would only seem very logical to have it be, you know, that she might be a candy cane fairy. I originally you'll see later in the video, I started out with the main part of her dress being candy cane stripes, and then I changed it just because I was like, you know what, I have a better idea for what can go on here. I was really amazed and shocked that the pigment in the candy cane worked as well as it does. I mean, in one way it makes sense, it's kind of like a sucker, how it'll get, it'll make your tongue blue, but it was so cool to see, you know, this color come out of this, you know, seemingly unusable object. I would also like to say it was so slippery to draw the line work on this, and it smudged very easily, so it was very scary doing this. Honestly, I kind of had a little bit of a heart attack while doing it, but it turns out looking really cool, and I was really happy with the end product and how she looked, because the pink was a very light coloring to it. And I used Mod Podge here. I should have used Elmer's glue, but I add some of the flecks of candy cane on it, and I thought it just would be a kind of a fun little extra, as well as cutting it out so that she stands out from the background. Okay guys, so this is our finished product. I am so happy with how she turned out. I will say I'm having to hold her very gingerly of our little fairy here. I'm probably gonna have to throw her away, unfortunately, after I get done with this video. If you can see that when there's a little glint on her, you can paint with candy cane. So new thing, you can definitely paint with candy cane. The only problem is it becomes very sticky on the paper, unsurprisingly on that one, and so it just leaves a kind of weird residue. And if you draw lines on it with marker or other things, it probably will smudge because it is like that. But otherwise, it was so fun to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Please like this video, comment below if you think it's fun. If you want to try this out, be sure to hashtag #ArtSprites on Instagram and let me know. Tag me at StarBriarArt on Instagram so that I can see your awesome works. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was so incredibly fun. I hope you all have a holly jolly Christmas. Enjoy some fantastic candy cane painting and candy cane eating. And with that, have a fantastic day, guys. And be sure to subscribe. And if you'd like, there's a few other videos right over here. Have a great day, guys. Bye.